Ears flat, couch sucks, and I'm wondering how love turns into a one-sided audition. How do you miss the neon signs screaming it's over? I'm sitting here on my lumpy couch, a lukewarm PBR in one hand, my laptop balanced on my knees, and I'm thinking, hey, Reddit, ever plan something huge for your girlfriend only to realize she's already checked out? Yeah, that's me right now, sipping cheap beer and typing this mess instead of, living my best life. I'm Jake, 32, a graphic designer who's not a total loser but definitely not winning any gold stars lately. 3 years ago, I thought I'd hit the jackpot with Mia, but now I'm wondering if I've been auditioning for a role she didn't even cast me for. So, picture this, Portland, Oregon, where the rain never stops and the coffee shops outnumber the people. That's where I met Mia, 29, a barista with these hipster vibes. Think plaid shirts and a smile that could melt glaciers. I was just some dude spilling latte foam on my sketchbook, trying to play it cool, while she wiped the counter and laughed at my terrible pickup line. Is your name Wi-Fi? 'Cause I'm feeling a connection. Corny as hell, but it worked. She scribbled her number on my receipt, and next thing I know, we're 3 years deep. Netflix marathons, late-night taco runs, the whole deal. We even adopted this scruffy mutt named Taco, a little ball of chaos, who chews my socks and farts in his sleep. I figured we were endgame, the kind of couple who'd grow old arguing over who gets the armrest on the couch. Our apartment's this cozy disaster, vinyl records stacked against the wall, half-dead plants I keep forgetting to water, and rent that makes me wince every month. It's Portland, so the vibe's all quirky bars and overpriced kombucha, but it felt like ours. Lately, though, something's been off. Mia's been distant, like she's here, but not really. She's always got her phone glued to her hand, tapping away at something, and when I ask what's up, it's just, oh, nothing, with this tight little smile that doesn't reach her eyes. I crack a joke, what, you texting your secret TikTok boyfriend? And she laughs, but it's this hollow sound that lands somewhere south of my stomach. It stings more than I let on, but I shove it down. 3 years, man, we've got this. She's probably just wiped from slinging espresso all day, right? Our 3rd anniversary's coming up, and I've been plotting like some lovesick mastermind. I'm not the grand gesture type. My idea of romance is usually splitting a six-pack and binging The Office. But this time, I'm going all out. I've booked a table at this fancy rooftop spot downtown, the kind with overpriced cocktails and a view that makes you forget the rain. I even hit up this local jeweler buddy of mine, Sam, to make custom earrings, little silver hoops with these funky turquoise stones, because Mia's always drooling over weird jewelry on Etsy. And the kicker? A weekend getaway to this cabin an hour out of town. Just us, a fireplace, and a stack of firewood I'll probably fail at lighting. I'm picturing her face when I pull this off. Those big brown eyes lighting up, maybe a squeal or two. It's cheesy, but I'm grinning like an idiot just thinking about it. I swing by Sam's shop to grab the earrings a few days ago, and he's smirking at me from behind the counter. "You're whipped, dude," he says, sliding the little velvet box over. I flip him off, but I'm beaming, turning the box over in my hands like it's some sacred artifact. "She's gonna flip," I tell him, and he just shakes his head, muttering something about me being a sap. I stuff the box in my jacket pocket and head home, whistling some dumb tune while the drizzle soaks through my sneakers. Taco greets me at the door, yipping and skidding across the hardwood, and I scoop him up, scratching his ears. "You're my wingman, right, buddy?" I say, and he licks my chin like he's in on the plan. But then, there's Mia. I walk in, and she's sprawled on the couch, phone in hand, thumb scrolling so fast it's like she's racing someone. "Hey," I say, kicking off my shoes, and she glances up for half a second. "Hey," she mumbles back, barely a blip before her eyes drop to the screen again. I flop down next to her, trying to peek over her shoulder. "What's so interesting?" I ask, keeping it light, but she tilts the phone away, just a little. Just enough to make my chest tighten. "Just work stuff," she says, and I nod like I buy it. Cool, I mutter, leaning back and staring at the ceiling. Taco's gnawing my sock now, and I let him, because at least he's paying attention to me. That night, I'm brushing my teeth, staring at myself in the bathroom mirror, this scruffy dude with bags under his eyes and a stupid hope he's clinging to. Mia's already in bed, curled up under the covers, her phone glowing on the nightstand. I spit toothpaste into the sink and wipe my mouth, thinking about the earrings in my jacket, the dinner res, the cabin with its dumb little porch swing. I'm nervous as hell, but it's the good kind. The kind that buzzes in your fingertips. I climb into bed and she shifts a little, murmuring, "Night," without looking at me. "Night," I say back. And I lie there, hands behind my head, imagining her slipping those earrings on, her laugh echoing through the restaurant. It's gonna be perfect, I tell myself. 3 years of us, it's gotta mean something. But then there's this nagging thing, this little twitch in my gut I can't shake. It's been there for weeks, maybe longer, whispering that something's not right. I chalk it up to nerves or maybe that sketchy gas station burrito from last night, but it's louder now, poking at me while I try to sleep. Mia's breathing slow next to me and I turn my head, watching the rise and fall of her shoulder under the blanket. She's still the girl who laughed at my dumb jokes, who dragged me to vegan food trucks, even though I'd kill for a burger. 3 years, man. We've got history. Spilled lattes, road trips. That time Taco peed on her favorite rug and we still kept him. She's just tired, I repeat in my head like a mantra. I'm overthinking it. Still, as I drift off, that gut feeling lingers. A quiet, uh-oh. That's not loud enough to wake me up, but sharp enough to stick. I should have known. When your gut's talking, it's not just last night's tacos. It's something bigger. Something I'm too dumb or too hopeful to see coming. But right now, I got my plan, my earrings, my goofy grin, and that's enough. For now, anyway. The big anniversary night rolls around and I'm buzzing like a kid who just aced a spelling bee. I've got the rooftop res locked in, the earrings tucked in my jacket pocket, and I'm even wearing a button-up, dark blue, wrinkled at the elbows because I'm too lazy to iron, but it's the thought that counts. I catch a glimpse of myself in the hallway mirror and mutter, "Looking like a middle school dance chaperone, Jake. Real smooth." Mia's in the bedroom, humming some tune I don't recognize, slipping into this black dress that hugs her in all the right places. She looks stunning, like she's about to walk into a rom-com, and for a second, I forget that nagging gut twitch. "Ready?" I call out, jingling my keys, and she flashes me this quick grin. Half there, half somewhere else. "Yeah, let's go," she says, grabbing her purse, phone already in hand like it's surgically attached. We hit the rooftop spot, and it's everything I'd pictured. Twinkly lights strung up, the city sprawling out below us, the air smelling faintly of rain and overpriced steak. The waiter's got this snooty vibe, handing us menus like they're ancient scrolls, and I'm trying not to laugh as I order a beer instead of some $15 cocktail. Mia's across from me, hair catching the light, and I'm thinking, this is it, man. 3 years, and we're still killing it. I wait till the food comes, some fancy ravioli thing I can't pronounce, before I slide the little velvet box across the table. "Happy anniversary," I say, leaning back with what I hope is a cool guy smirk. She pops it open, and those turquoise hoops glint under the lights. "Oh, cool," she says, her smile flickering on and off like a bad bulb. She tucks the box into her purse. No squeal, no hug, just a nod. I blink, forcing a laugh. "Wow, I'm basically Shakespeare with gifts, huh? Should I start writing sonnets next?" She giggles, but it's thin, like she's humoring me, and I swallow hard, chasing the ravioli with a gulp of beer. Dinner drags on, and the cracks start showing. Mia's barely touching her plate, poking at the pasta like it's a science experiment. Her phone's out now, buzzing every few minutes, and she's tapping away, lips pursed. I lean forward, resting my chin on my hand, and tease, "What, you got a hot date after this? Should I save you a cab?" She rolls her eyes, laughing too fast. "Shut up, Jake, it's just work." Her fingers keep moving, though, and I watch her thumbs dance across the screen, my smirk fading. "Work's blowing up on a Friday night?" I say, keeping it light. But there's an edge I can't hide. She shrugs, not looking up. "Yeah, coffee emergencies." I nod, letting it slide, but my gut's doing somersaults now, and it's not the ravioli. Then she drops the bomb. We're halfway through dessert, a chocolate lava cake I'm basically eating solo, when she sets her phone down and says, "Oh crap, I forgot to tell you, I've got this work thing tomorrow, so the cabin's probably a no-go." My spoon freezes mid-air, chocolate dripping onto the plate. "Work thing," I repeat, slow, like I'm testing the words. "Yeah, some last-minute shift swap," she says, picking at her napkin. "You know how it is." I force a grin, nodding like an idiot. "Sure, yeah, coffee emergencies happen. Barista's gotta save the world one latte at a time." She smiles, but it's tight, and I'm sitting there, lava cake turning to glue in my mouth, thinking about the firewood I won't burn, the porch swing we won't fight over. No biggie, I say, shrugging it off, but my chest feels like someone's parked a truck on it. We get home and Taco's waiting, tail wagging like a metronome gone wild. He's got one of my socks in his mouth, chewing it to death, and I scoop him up, muttering, "At least someone's excited to see me." Mia kicks off her heels and flops onto the couch, phone back in her hands before her ass even hits the cushion. I hover in the kitchen, cracking open another PBR, watching her scroll from the corner of my eye. 3 years, I think, leaning against the counter, and I'm losing to her phone. Maybe I should have gotten her a charger instead of earrings. I snort to myself, shaking my head, but it's not funny. Not really. The apartment's quiet except for Taco's snuffling and the faint tap-tap of her thumbs. And I'm standing there, beer sweating in my grip, feeling like a guest in my own damn life. I wander over, plopping down next to her, stretching my arms across the back of the couch. "You okay?" I ask, keeping my voice soft like I'm testing the waters. "You've been, I don't know, somewhere else lately?" She glances up, eyes flickering with something... guilt, maybe? Before she shrugs. "Just tired," she says, locking her phone and tossing it onto the coffee table. "Work's been nuts." I nod, chewing the inside of my cheek. "Yeah, I get it. Grinding those beans takes a toll." She smirks, but it fades fast and we sit there, the silence stretching out like wet laundry on a line. "Cool," I say finally, standing up, brushing my hands on my jeans. "I'm gonna crash. Big day of... nothing tomorrow, I guess." She nods, not meeting my eyes. "Night," she mumbles. And I shuffle off, Taco trotting behind me like he knows I need backup. I'm in bed later, staring at the ceiling, the glow from her phone seeping under the door crack. She's still out there, probably texting work again, and I'm lying here, hands laced behind my head, replaying the night. The earrings, the dinner, that half-assed smile, it's all spinning in my skull like a bad playlist on repeat. I'd pictured her lighting up, wrapping her arms around me, maybe even crying a little because that's what happens in those dumb movies she loves. Instead, I got "oh cool" and a canceled weekend. I roll over, punching my pillow into shape and mutter to myself, 3 years, Jake, she's just tired. Chill out. But then she slips into bed, quiet as a ghost, and whispers, "I love you." Her voice flat, like she's reading it off a cue card. I mumble it back, eyes still on the wall, and it hits me. This "I love you" feels like the punchline to a joke I don't get. I don't sleep much. The rain's tapping the window, a steady drip that matches the thud in my chest. Taco's curled up at my feet, snoring like a champ, and I'm jealous of how easy he's got it. Mia's next to me, breathing slow, her hair spilling across the pillow, and she's still the girl I'd move mountains for. But that gut twitch from last week, it's back. Sharper now, slicing through the buzz of the beer and the high of the night. I'd planned this perfect moment, laid it all out like a winning hand, and she'd barely glanced at the card. I squeeze my eyes shut, telling myself it's fine, we're fine, 3 years don't just vanish. But as I drift off, that uneasy hum sticks with me, a quiet warning I'm still too stubborn to hear. Maybe it's not the tacos after all. The next day's a Saturday and I'm sprawled on the couch, sketchbook propped on my lap, doodling some half-assed logo idea I'll probably scrap later. Taco's crashed out next to me, snoring like he's auditioning for a chainsaw symphony, his little paws twitching in some doggy dream. Mia's gone for her work thing, that last-minute shift swap she dropped on me like a casual grenade last night. I'm trying to play it cool, telling myself, barista's gotta hustle, especially on weekends when Portland's hipsters need their oat milk fixes. I grab my phone, shoot her a quick text. "Need me to save you some pizza, ordered that pepperoni you like." I hit send, lean back and wait. Nothing. 10 minutes pass, then 20, and the screen stays blank. I shrug, muttering to Taco, "Guess she's too busy steaming lattes to text back." Hero of the caffeine world, huh? He farts in his sleep, which feels like the universe's answer. I'm halfway through my second slice, grease staining my fingers, when my phone buzzes. Not Mia, Ryan, my buddy, who slings drinks at this dive bar downtown. I swipe it open, expecting some dumb meme, but his voice crackles through instead. "Dude, you busy?" he says, sounding weirdly serious for a guy who once bet me he could chug a pitcher of IPA in under a minute. "Now just me and Taco holding down the fort," I say, wiping my hand on my jeans. "What's up?" There's a pause. the kind that makes your stomach lurch, and then he drops it. Saw Mia at my bar tonight, with some guy. Looked cozy, thought you should know. I freeze, pizza dangling mid-air, and let out a laugh that sounds more like a cough. What, she's cheating with a latte art rival? Come on, man. Ryan doesn't laugh back. They weren't sipping coffee, Jake, just heads up, all right? I mumble something like, yeah, thanks, and hang up. The room's suddenly too quiet except for Taco's snores. I sit there, staring at the pizza box, grease soaking through the cardboard, and my brain's doing cartwheels. Cozy? What the hell does that mean? I picture Mia at Ryan's bar. Dim lights, sticky tables, her laughing with some dude over a pint while I'm here playing house with a dog and a sketchbook. I shake my head, chuckling to myself. Nah, Ryan's probably wasted. Saw some random chick in a black dress and got confused. But my gut's not buying it. It's twisting harder now, that uh-oh from last night turning into a full-on siren. I grab another beer from the fridge, pop the cap, and take a swig, pacing the living room like some caged animal. Taco cracks an eye open, annoyed, and I mutter, sorry, bud, Daddy's losing it. The clock ticks past 10, then 10:30, and I'm still pacing, beer half gone, telling myself it's fine, she's fine, we're fine. Then the door creaks open at 11 sharp, and there's Mia, slipping in like she's sneaking past a bouncer. Her hair's a little messy, and I catch this faint whiff of craft beer, not espresso, clinging to her jacket. She kicks off her boots, flashes me a tired smile. Hey, she says, dropping her purse on the counter. I lean against the kitchen doorway, arms crossed, pizza box still open behind me. Hey, I say back, keeping it casual but sharp. How's the work thing? She hesitates just a beat, fiddling with her keys. Oh, good. Just a team hangout after the shift, blowing off steam. Her voice is too quick, like she's rehearsed it, and I feel my jaw tighten. Team hangout, I echo, stepping closer, beer bottle dangling from my fingers. That why you didn't text back about the pizza? She blinks, shrugs. Sorry, got caught up. You didn't have to wait up. I tilt my head, smirking, but it's brittle. Nah, I didn't. Just got a fun call from Ryan instead. Says he saw you at his bar. Her eyes widen, just a flicker, and she freezes, hand halfway to her purse. Oh yeah, we swung by there, she says, brushing it off, but her voice wobbles. Team got a guy named Derek. I press, stepping into her space now, the smirk gone. She stiffens, then snaps. What's that supposed to mean? It's not what you think. I laughed, short and harsh, tossing the beer onto the counter so hard it sloshes. Not what I think? What? You just taste testing IPAs with Derek for fun? Quality control for the barista squad? She flinches, crossing her arms, and her mouth opens, then shuts. He's just a friend, she says finally, but her eyes dart to the floor, and it's like a punch to the ribs. A friend? I repeat, voice cracking as the sarcasm falls apart. That's what we're calling it? 3 years, Mia, and you're cozying up with some dude at Ryan's while I'm here like a chump with a pizza box? I storm past her into the kitchen, snatching the box and slamming it shut, grease smearing my hands. Jake, stop, she says, following me, her voice shaky now. It's not like that, okay? He's just someone I talk to. I spin around, staring her down. Talk to? What, I'm not enough to talk to anymore? 3 years of taco runs and Netflix, and you need a backup conversationalist? She's got tears in her eyes now, but I'm too pissed to care. It's not a big deal, she insists, reaching for my arm, but I jerk back, shaking my head. Not a big deal? Then why's Ryan calling me? Why do you smell like a brewery instead of a coffee shop? She goes quiet, just stands there, hands dropping to her sides, and that silence says it all. No snappy comeback, no you're overreacting, Jake, just this guilty, heavy nothing that slams into me harder than any words could. I rake a hand through my hair, laughing again, but it's bitter, ragged. Wow, I'm the idiot, huh? You planned a whole damn anniversary, and you're out there with Derek, whoever the hell he is. I grab the beer, take a long swig, and slam it back down, the glass clinking loud in the stillness. I didn't mean for... She starts, but I cut her off, voice low. Don't. Just don't. I turn away, staring at the sink, the dirty dishes piling up like my dumb hopes. Taco's awake now, padding over, nudging my leg like he knows shit's hitting the fan. Mia's still behind me, breathing shaky. and I can feel her eyes boring into my back. "Jake, listen," she says, softer, like she's begging, but I don't turn around. That silence from her, those few seconds where she didn't deny it, it's ringing in my ears, louder than the rain pelting the windows. 3 years, and I'm standing here, grease on my hands, a half-eaten pizza going cold, while she's got some friend I didn't even know existed. My chest's tight, my throat's burning, and I mutter under my breath, "Guess I'm the punchline now." She doesn't say anything back, and that's when I know there's someone else, and all my shrugs and jokes can't bury it anymore. I don't sleep much after that fight. I crash on the couch instead, the lumpy cushions digging into my back while Taco curls up against my side, his warm little body the only thing keeping me from losing it completely. The apartment's dead quiet except for the rain smacking the windows, but my head's a damn circus. Mia's voice looping on repeat. "He's just a friend. I didn't mean for it to happen." I scoff into the dark loud enough that Taco twitches an ear. "Yeah, great, I feel so unhurt," I mutter, tugging the blanket up to my chin. That craft beer smell still stuck in my nose, and I keep seeing her standing there, eyes darting like a kid caught with her hand in the cookie jar. 3 years, and she's got a friend named Derek who's cozy enough to make Ryan call me. I punch the cushion under my head, trying to shake it, but it's stuck. A greasy stain on every memory I've got with her. Morning creeps in, gray and dreary, and I'm up before the alarm, shuffling to the kitchen with Taco trailing me, his nails clicking on the hardwood. Mia's already there, hovering over the coffee pot in her ratty pajamas, hair a mess like she didn't sleep either. She glances up, offers this week, "Hey, want some? Like we're just gonna sip espresso and pretend last night didn't happen?" I grab a mug from the cabinet, slamming it down harder than I mean to. "Save it," I snap, brushing past her to fill it myself. "I'm not your audience anymore." She freezes, spoon halfway to her cup, and I see her mouth open, then close, like she's fishing for something to say. "Jake, she starts, but I turn away, pouring coffee so fast it sloshes over the rim. "Don't," I say, voice flat. "Just don't." She goes quiet, and I take my mug to the living room, leaving her standing there, the air thick with everything we're not saying. I'm pacing by noon, Taco watching me from the couch, like I've lost it, which, fair. My phone's buzzing. Ryan texting, "You good, man?" I snort, typing back, "Define good?" He fires off, "Meet me at Patty's, beer's on me." I don't even think twice, just grab my jacket and whistle for Taco to stay put. "Hold the fort, bud," I say, scratching his ears, and he flops back down, unimpressed. Patty's is this dive bar a few blocks over. Sticky floors, neon signs flickering, the kind of place where you don't ask about the stains on the bar stool. Ryan's already there, nursing a pint, his lanky frame slouched over the counter. "You look like shit," he says as I slide in next to him, and I laugh, short and dry. "Thanks, man, really boosting my ego." He signals the bartender, and soon I've got a cold IPA in my hand, the glass sweating against my palm. "So, what's the deal?" Ryan asks, cutting straight to it. I take a long swig, letting the bitter, hoppy taste settle before I answer. "She's got some guy, Derek. Says it's not serious, just a friend. But I'm done buying her bullshit." Ryan's eyebrows shoot up and he leans back, whistling low. "Damn, she's playing you, man. You're too good for that." I smirk, but it's wobbly, my thumb tracing the rim of the glass. "Apparently not good enough for her," I say, and my voice cracks just a little, enough to make me clear my throat and look away. Ryan claps a hand on my shoulder, firm but not pushy. "No, screw that. She's the one screwing up, not you." I nod, staring into my beer like it's got answers. "Guess I'll design her a sorry I sucked card," I mutter, half laughing, but my hands shaking around the glass. And Ryan doesn't push it. He just sits there, sipping his drink, letting me stew in the mess of it all. By the time I get back, the apartment's dim, the coffee pot cold on the counter. Mia's on the couch now, knees tucked up, scrolling her phone like nothing's happened. I stop in the doorway, watching her for a second. That black dress from last night flashing in my head, then Derek, then Ryan's voice. Cozy. Something snaps. I drop my keys on the table, loud enough to make her jump. "We need to talk," I say, crossing my arms. She looks up, eyes wide, and sets the phone down slow, like it's a loaded gun. "Okay," she says, voice small. I step closer, my hands balling into fists at my sides. Is it me or is it him? Pick a lane, Mia, 'cause I'm done guessing. Her face crumples and she's on her feet now, tears spilling fast. I don't know what I want, Jake. I'm just confused, she cries, arms flailing like she's drowning. Confused? I shoot back, voice rising, sharp and jagged. 3 years and you're confused? Well, I'm not. I want someone who's sure about me, not some chick who's taste-testing dudes behind my back. She's sobbing now, hands covering her face, but I'm past caring. I didn't mean to, she chokes out, but I cut her off, grabbing my duffel from the closet. Yeah, you never mean to, do you? But you did. I start shoving clothes in, jeans, a couple shirts, my toothbrush, my hands shaking so bad I drop half of it. Jake, please, she says, stumbling toward me. We can figure this out. I spin around, bag half zipped, and point at her, my voice cold. No, you figure out your life. I'm done waiting for you to pick me. I whistle for Taco, clip his leash on, and he's up, wagging like it's an adventure. Mia's crying harder, reaching for me, but I shrug her off, slinging the bag over my shoulder. I'm out the door before she can say more, Taco trotting beside me, the rain cold on my face. I toss the bag in my beat-up Honda, slide into the driver's seat, and just sit there for a second, hands gripping the wheel. Mia's still in the doorway, sobbing, her silhouette blurry through the wet windshield, but I don't look back. I start the engine, pull out, and mutter to Taco in the passenger seat, We're a team now, buddy. No more chasing ghosts. He tilts his head, panting, and I feel gutted. 3 years ripped apart in one night. But there's this weird lightness, too. Like I've dropped a weight I didn't know I was carrying. Driving to Ryan's, the city lights smear through the rain, and I'm shaking, half laughing, half choking. Screw it, I say aloud, voice hoarse. I'm worth more than this. Mia's sobs echo in my head, but I crank the radio, some shitty pop song drowning it out, and for the first time in weeks, I breathe. I'm crashing at Ryan's place now, sprawled out on this couch that's got more lumps than a bag of potatoes, my duffel shoved under the coffee table, like I'm some college kid on spring break. It's been 3 days since I peeled out of the apartment, Taco riding shotgun, and I'm still getting used to the quiet. No Mia humming in the kitchen, no phone buzzing with her excuses. Ryan's at work half the time, slinging beers at Patty's, so it's just me and Taco. The little dude licking my face every morning like he's my personal alarm clock. I roll over, scratching his ears, and mutter, 5 stars, would heartbreak again, huh, bud? He flops onto his back, paws up, and I laugh. First real one in days. My phone's been lighting up with Mia's texts since I left. I'm sorry, can we talk? The whole flood of crap I don't need. I block her number on day 2, tossing the phone onto the cushion with a shrug. Too little, too late, babe, I say to no one, and it stings, but it's true. Ryan's apartment's a bachelor pad mess, empty beer cans on the counter, a dartboard with half the darts missing, and this faint smell of burnt popcorn I can't pin down. I'm settling in, though, staking out my corner of the couch with a blanket I snagged from home. First night, I barely sleep, just stare at the ceiling, replaying that last fight. Her sobs, my bag slung over my shoulder, the rain smearing her through the windshield. By day 3, I'm antsy, digging through my stuff for something to do. I find the earrings in a side pocket, that little velvet box staring back at me like a bad joke. Funding my single guy renaissance, I mutter, snapping a pic and posting them online. $20, gone in an hour. I pocket the cash, grinning like I pulled off a heist, and grab my sketchbook instead. Been ages since I doodled just for me, not for Mia's late-night rants about her boss or her vision boards. I sketch Taco sprawled out, tongue lolling, and it feels good, like I'm clawing back a piece of myself. Ryan gets home that night, kicking off his boots and tossing me a beer from the fridge. You still moping? He asks, flopping into the armchair with a groan. I catch the can, popping it open. Nah, just plotting my comeback. Thinking of growing a beard, really lean into the sad artist vibe, he snorts, shaking his head. You'd look like a lumberjack who got lost in a craft store. I laugh, sipping the beer, and it's easy for a minute, 2 buddies, shooting the shit, no heavy stuff. But then he leans forward, elbows on his knees, and says, For real, man. You okay? I shrug, staring at the can's silver rim. I loved her, you know. Like, stupid, all in loved her. But love's not enough when it's one-sided. My voice dips and I clear my throat, forcing a smirk. Guess I'm too charming for her to handle. Ryan rolls his eyes. But he doesn't push, just clinks his beer against mine. You're better off, dude, trust me. A few days later, my phone pings, not Mia this time, but her sister Ellie. I've met her a couple times, quiet, artsy type, always lugging around a camera. Her message pops up. Hey, Jake, heard what happened? Mia's a mess, but you didn't deserve this. I sit there, thumb hovering over the screen, Taco snoring on my lap. Part of me wants to fire back something petty like, good, let her stew, but I don't. Thanks, I type instead, but I'm done fixing her messes. I hit send, lean back, and let out a long breath I didn't know I was holding. Ellie doesn't reply, and I'm cool with that. Closure's overrated anyway, right? I toss the phone aside, ruffle Taco's fur, and mutter, we don't need her drama, do we, bud? He yawns, stretching out, and I take it as a yes. By the end of the week, I'm itching to get out. Ryan's at work, so I leash up Taco and hit this taco truck a few blocks over. The one Mia and I used to argue over, me saying the al pastor was king, her swearing by the fish. I ordered 2 al pastors, extra cilantro, and plopped down on a curb with Taco, the greasy paper warm in my hands. First bite's heaven. Spicy, messy, no guilt trips attached. I grin, wiping my mouth with the back of my hand and say to Taco, tastes better without the side of bullshit, huh? He's too busy sniffing the ground to care, but I feel it, this little spark of something not quite happy but close. I finish the tacos, leaning back against a lamppost, watching the Portland drizzle coat everything in a gray haze. A couple walks by, laughing under an umbrella, and I don't flinch like I thought I would. It's just me and my dog. And that's enough for now. I'm not ready to date, hell no. Taco's my wingman for now, I tell Ryan later, sprawled on the couch with a sketchbook balanced on my knees. He laughs, tossing me a bag of chips. Better than most guys I know, least he won't ghost you. I smirk, ripping the bag open. True. Plus, he's got better breath than you. Ryan flips me off and we settle into some dumb action flick, the kind with explosions and zero plot. Halfway through, I'm doodling again. Nothing fancy, just lines and shapes. But it's mine, not tied to anyone else's chaos. I think about Mia sometimes, wonder if she's still texting Derek or crying to Ellie. But it's fading, like a song you used to love but can't remember the words to anymore. Sitting there, crumbs on my shirt, Taco snoring beside me, I realize I'm okay. Beat up, yeah, but not broken. I loved her, Reddit, poured everything into 3 years of tacos and rainy nights, but I'm done being a maybe. Walking away was messy, left me gutted, but I'm still here, breathing, sketching, eating tacos without her shadow hanging over me. If you're stuck like I was, trust me. You're worth more than a maybe. Walk away, you'll survive. I lift my beer, tip it toward the TV like some goofy toast to myself and take a swig. It's not a Hollywood ending, but it's mine, and that's plenty.